I tried so many things before Thin Within. The one that comes to my mind that I've probably shared the most was 2 weeks of drinking nothing but juice. Allowed 3 12-ounce glasses of juice a day for 2 weeks. And I found out after that it could have killed me. I didn't know that. But I did it because I was desperate. And I lost weight on it. But 2 weeks after I stopped the 2-week juice diet, I gained the weight back and more. Everything I've ever tried, every program, every diet, every crazy diet I've ever tried, I've always not only gained back the weight, the original weight I lost, but always gained back more than I even started at.
Before Thin Within, my relationship with God was more like an angry older parent that I had to be extra good or do something right or perfect because God wasn't going to love me if I wasn't just so. And I always thought that God really only helped people in major problems, like if you had cancer or some terrible thing going on in your life, that you couldn't pray to God and ask Him for help in the little things. And I learned through Thin Within that was just exactly the right time to start praying for help when I'm not hungry and I'm standing at the refrigerator door and I'm opening the door and I'm just staring at it as though Brad Pitt were inside and nothing's happening. And that was when Judy told us, pray, ask God to help.
Just the other day I was hungry and made a sandwich and I had about half of it and I thought, you know, I'm comfortable. I wasn't full, I wasn't stuffed, but I was comfortable. And I thought, you know, I'm going to save this for later. And I put it in a baggie and stuck it in the refrigerator. And then about 4 hours later, someone brought some food home, something that my husband wanted. And I said, oh, I have my sandwich. And I took it out. And it's like, I enjoyed that sandwich more than anyone should enjoy food. But it was really good. And I thought, boy, you know, here what I would have had at one sitting, I had it in 2. And I've been I've noticed, just releasing the weight and seeing that my clothes are fitting looser, and in 2 weeks lost 12 pounds.
Forgiveness means release. And if we can forgive ourselves, if we can forgive another person, if we can forgive God, that we will have an interrelationship with our ability to become the person, the weight that God intended us to be. But it baffled me, because what does my relationship with my mother or my relationship with my children have to do with my weight? So it wasn't an automatic, I get it. I had to go through several one-to-one conversations to see that it was interrelated.
Like a support group is a good way for a person like me to get through the information and have the other people help me and lead me along, and they helped me through my problems, but they also supported us. You know, when I was down, they were praying. When they were down, I was praying, and we were all holding together as a group, and it brought all of us closer, and it helped us all have a common goal, and we all grew together in the Lord, and that's what it's all about.
Interestingly enough, when I first moved to California, going through these diet yo-yos, I would binge, but I wasn't to the point of I was inducing vomiting, so it was never like that. But I would commit that I was going on a diet on Monday, and somehow Thursday night I was out shopping, and I was shopping for a feast, and I would make a roast, and I would make this and that, and I would buy a cake. And I would go to bed at 9 o'clock at night on Sunday. And if I woke up at 11:55, I would go and eat, because I had 5 minutes till Monday started. So there were still 5 more minutes to eat before those things weren't allowed in my life. I don't live my life like that anymore. But the great thing about Thin Within is that I've never had to give anything up. You know, as a matter of fact, I now throw out more food and feel guilty about it. I mean, throwing out desserts just because I've eaten what I've wanted of it and I don't want any more. So if I can't give it away, I throw it away. And, you know, that's a real sense of achievement and of being empowered and being self-empowered with my life.